Today I'm going to talk about the time that Whitney Houston called my phone. I believe the year was 2001 and it was Whitney Houston's birthday, and I had just sent her a birthday card and a gift. And the card I sent wasn't just a regular birthday card. It was, I know you're going through some things, but you strong and you can make it kind of card. I had seen some things in the tabloids and I just wanted to remind her just how strong she was and that I knew that she could make it through anything. And on the inside of the card, I wrote, "Happy birthday, of course, and I would love to hear from you." And I put my phone number in it, not really believing that she would call me. But I said, hey, if I don't do it, I'll never know. Now, some of you might be asking, how in the hell she got a direct line to Whitney? Well, I really didn't. But after meeting her on the show MTV Fanatic, I was able to send stuff to her publicist and her publicist would send it to her. And I knew everything I sent to her got to her because when I seen her in Chicago for her My Love Is Your Love concert, backstage, she confirmed it. She's like, Quincy, everything you sent to Lynn, I get it. Shout out to Lynn for making sure all my stuff always got to Whitney and for those backstage passes and those tickets to that concert. I'll always be grateful for that. So exactly 2 weeks after I sent the card and the gift, Whitney Houston calls me. But guess who wasn't home? Me. But you know who did get to talk to Whitney on that call? My sister. She said the phone call went a little something like this. Can I speak to Quincy? Quincy's not here. Can I take a message? Yes, can you tell her Whitney called? Whitney who? Whitney Houston? Listen, I don't know who this is playing on the phone, but my sister do not play when it comes to Whitney Houston. She said Whitney immediately started laughing and said, no, darling, this is Whitney. And she proceeded to tell my sister how much she loved me and, wonderful things about me, which I wish I could have heard myself. But, I made my sister tell me like a million times. So it's ingrained within me. And then she left a phone number for me to call her back. She said, have her call my secretary, Lori. And my sister was like, well, who's Lori? She's like, Quincy know who she is. And I did.
Not Sylvia. This is Lori.
That's Lori. That's Sylvia.
Hi.
Sylvia is my personal assistant. Lori's my personal secretary. And my cousin at that.
So when I called, cousin Lori answered the phone and I asked for Whitney, and Whitney happened to be sleeping at the time. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry. Well, I didn't want to infringe. And she's like, no, Whitney loves you. You can call back anytime. Did she say I could call back anytime? She did, but I didn't. Because even though I was able to always pull myself together enough to talk to Whitney, I was always very starstruck. But I had to share this moment because it was still a great moment, even though I didn't get to talk to her. The fact that she took the time to call me is something I'll always cherish.